Hey guys, Coach Julia Gurman here. Welcome to day 30 of your Everyday MA Fitness Challenge. Now today we have another yoga flow, which you probably already guessed because I don't have my socks and shoes on. But I want you to get comfortable. So if you can, kick off your socks and shoes, grab a mat, and make your way down to the floor into tabletop position. So as a review, tabletop, knees are stacked underneath hips, legs are hip distance apart. Hands, wrists are stacked underneath shoulders, arms are shoulder distance apart. When you arrive, tuck your toes into your mat if you can. If that doesn't feel good on your knees or something, you can lay the tops of your feet flat. Totally up to you, but I prefer this position. Okay? Take an inhale, tilt your head up, tilt your tailbone up, relax your belly towards the floor. Exhale, round down. Tuck your head, tuck your tailbone, draw your belly into you. Inhale, head up, tailbone up for cow. Exhale, round down for cat. Inhale, head up, tailbone up, spinal extension. Exhale, round down, spinal flexion. One more time. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, round down. Inhale, back to tabletop neutral spine. Exhale, start to walk your hands out in front of you. You're going to keep your hips stacked over your knees. Walk your arms out in front, and slowly lower your forehead down. Hopefully it reaches the floor. If it doesn't, you can bend one elbow and make a fist and stack your forehead on the fist or rest your forehead on the back of your arm. If you take this position for puppy pose, you're going to want to switch sides about halfway. So I'm suggesting about 10 breaths here. After 5, you can switch sides or just sustain here. Okay? Feel the stretch underneath your arms, between your shoulder blades, and just notice where you feel it. After your 10th breath, take an inhale. Glide one hand in underneath your shoulder. Exhale, press yourself back up to tabletop. Then lift your hands up and inch them out in front of you just a teeny bit. And if your feet are flat for this, I actually definitely recommend that you tuck your toes, okay? Inhale, shift your weight forward, core is on. Exhale, press your hands, your feet, your toes into the mat to hover here. Core hover. Find length through your spine. Core zipped up and in, head and neck in neutral spine. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower down. If you rocked your hips back to restack over your knees like I did, inhale, shift your weight forward, core zipped up and in, exhale, press into your mat to hover. Stay connected to your breath. Inhale, exhale, this time send your hips, your sits bones up, out, and back towards the back end of the room. If you need to take your hands wider, you can. As you find downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay? Once you arrive here, you can bend your knees. I actually encourage you to, especially if you feel like, hey, I'm really tight, I can't really get there. And also start to walk your dog out. So allow one heel to move towards the floor as that leg lengthens and the other knee bends. Allow your hips, your sits bones to wag a little bit. And as you feel your downward facing dog and you walk it out, I also invite you to create a little bit of rotation through your upper body. So whatever leg is bent, see if you can look underneath that armpit. That's going to give you a stretch through your back, underneath your arms. I just think it feels amazing. And then slow your dog down. Inhale, exhale, shift your weight forward. So you're in a high plank. And if you moved your hands wide, restack your hands, wrists underneath your shoulders. Find length through your spine. Head to heels, heels to head. Core zipped up and in. Inhale, exhale. Start to walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Bend your knees a lot. Allow your body to drape over your legs. Relax your head. Your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, exhale. Slowly walk your hands up your thighs so that the palm of your hands find your hip creases. Gently press your hands into your hip creases as you send your hips, your sits bones up, out, and back. You zip your core up and in. You lift your heart center forward. Long spine here, halfway rise, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees. Release your hands from your thighs. Send your arms wide, up, out, overhead. I'll turn to face you here. Okay? Utkatasana, chair pose. The way I learned chair pose, your feet do not need to be touching. If you prefer that, go ahead and take it. I really prefer more of a narrow squat position here. okay? There's a slight hip hinge going on, core zipped up and in. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, draw your hands down to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms out in front of you. Exhale, take your left arm and gently rotate it, open. Gaze can follow. And notice, did your legs, did your hips move with you? And double check, look down. If everything twisted, back out of that twist just a little bit so you can be square with your lower body. Inhale, sweep your left arm to meet your right. Exhale, right arm sweeps open. Gaze follows, or not, your choice. Inhale, right hand meets left. Exhale, rotate open. Inhale, left hand meets right. Exhale, rotate open. I'm going to double check. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, one more time to each side, so you're towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open towards your right. Inhale, arms back to center. Exhale, root down. Raise your arms straight up as you rise. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, settle in. I'm going to turn back to the side. Inhale, sweep your arms straight up overhead. Exhale, arms wide as you send your hips, your sits bones back, and swan dive down towards the ground. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, find your halfway rise, long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. This time, sustain here instead of going all the way up to finish the half sun sow. Take your hands back down to find your mat. Step one foot back, then the other, so you find high plank again. Sustain here for 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, slowly lower down, and then I want you to shift back, almost as if you're going to child's pose, but just so that you can shift forward again to make your way, shimmy shake, wiggle down to the ground. So you're flat on your belly, legs are long, arms are by your side. Lift one leg up, energize through your toes, ball of your foot, stretch it out, create length, set it back down. Lift the other leg up, do the same thing and set it back down. Inhale, exhale, lift head, heart, arms as you find prone locust. If you prefer your arms down, you can keep them down, okay? But again, you can keep them up. Palms can reach towards the ceiling. Hands can rotate to face your thighs, or you can rotate so your hands face down to the ground. You can sustain here, or invite your legs to come up and join you. Inhale, exhale, wherever you're at, release down. Turn your head, rest one cheek on your mat. Take another inhale. On your exhale, come back to center. Inhale, exhale, float on up. One more time, prone locust. Energize through your toes, balls of your feet, your fingertips. Energize through the top of your crown. Keep breathing here. Inhale, exhale, slowly release down. Turn your head, place your other cheek on your mat. Slowly windshield wiper out your legs. And then you can bring your hands in underneath your chest, underneath your shoulders. Turn our timer off so it doesn't disturb us. Inhale, exhale, slowly press yourself back into child's pose. Knees can be close or wide, either way, toes pointed towards each other. Arms energize out towards the top end of your mat, or you can have them by your sides. And usually this position feels better when your legs are close, but it's totally up to you. Just make sure your head's supported. If your arms are by your side, you want to stay there, you can. If you want to take a little lateral stretch, you can pull your arms back up and out in front and go to one side. If your arms are already there, go ahead and go to that side. I've walked my hands towards my right. Then inhale, exhale, go back through center to the other side if you chose to do the lateral stretch here. Couple breaths here. Inhale, arms back to center. Exhale. And I'm going to give you a choice. You can stay here in child's pose for Shavasana. You can find a different position. So if you want to come out of child's pose, you can find your way to your side, to your back, or maybe you take legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. But whatever you choose to do, I invite you to wrap up your little yoga flow today with at least a 1-minute Shavasana. You did a great job. Give yourself a high five after doing today's challenge. Keep up the awesome work. I hope today leaves you feeling a little rested, a little energized, feeling strong and good for tomorrow's challenge, our last one together. Have a great day, and I will see you then.